Začíná foukat vítr, hurikánový vítr, trochu déšť a strašně rychle se pohybují mraky.
Jak se blíží vítr.
Určitě, že ne. Na severu bílo, na jihu černo. A rychle se pohybující mrak.
Dr. Greg, where are we going to see the worst of the weather from now and
Tornado.
Už prší.
So what you're dealing with, the flavor of the night for most of you is a tropical storm experience. While those of you who get this thing right on the top of you, that's a different story altogether. Let me show you what I'm talking about with wind speeds right now.
Jsou tady okolo. Na jihu, no. Říkali kolem Orlanda.
This storm still has a lot of life to it. Charley is going to be a mean one. Okay, here's some of the actual winds, and we'll show you some of the actual wind speeds now in the storm. Right over Haines City and Point Siena.
Jde vidět i takhle, jak ten déšť.
Ten déšť jak jde.
100 mile/hour winds estimated right around the core of that storm as it moves to the north at 22 miles per hour.
Další záblesk. To bylo ale předtím, že ze země záblesk, to byl nějaký dráty, to nebyla bouřka.
Tam už nejde prout vůbec. Pravo.
Tam se rozsvítila.
Zelení záblesky byly v tornádech, protože tornádo jak bere to, jak bere.
Yeah, Bob, it's pretty miserable out here right now. We are behind right now what is the Rosen Center Hotel, which is a good 15-story hotel.
No ale to už je tady, podívej.
Ty bouře jsem žene, squall line.
6'4", about 215 pounds. This wind is tossing me all over the place. Very miserable out here right now. Tom had kind of alluded to it a few moments ago that the winds are starting to pick up. I can tell you
ty palmy tady dole, ty palmy.
Starting to pick up. This particular hotel where we're at, it's funny, well, not really funny, but half the people that are in there right now, 100 to 150 people, are actually from the Tampa-St. Pete area. They came here within the last 24 hours to try and seek shelter. Well, obviously we know that things changed. Charlie decided to come up this way, but there are people sitting out in the front looking outside and watching this hurricane with amazement. But I can tell you again that
palmičky jsou schovaný, jak tam lítá.
Dangerous and so much more dangerous than a regular tornado we might get, the ones that come off the hurricanes. With all the rotation of the atmosphere, we know those tornadoes are going to spawn off.
Just like that, it sounded like roads. They're shaking around, kind of a mess. That's the area that you're watching. That's the center part of what is left of what was once the total 125 mile per hour high wall of this thing, rocking to the southern part of Orange County right now. Flagler County also has a severe thunderstorm warning here in the last half of an hour. That's just about done with for now. Cloud tops up there about 40,000 feet. A whole lot more lightning going on up here than what we're seeing down here. But the heaviest winds are still embedded in here, and we'll talk more about that a little late. Stay put. You may be looking outside.
Resources and various staging areas throughout Central Florida, so we can respond as soon as possible to
by 10 o'clock. And remember Dave was showing you how all the rain was, or at least most of it, was out ahead. Possible by 10 o'clock the rain may be clearing in Osceola and Polk County. So definitely things will be improving by then. Move it up toward midnight, just west of Daytona Beach, right around Flagler Beach and Palm.
Watch Charlie move through. Right now he's down near Tom's house. He's moving towards Jackie's house.
The sun started peeking through because we were in the eye at that point, and then a couple seconds later it picked up again and it got worse. If we can try to move over here, I want to show you a good example of
A to nejsou blesky, tohle, to nejsou bouřky. To jsou všechno, to je to záblesk. A nepřepínej programy.
Kdyby to nežvalo, tak to vidíte.
Nepřepínej, ale... No ale to nejsou blesky, to všechno, to je z nebe, teda z toho. Z elektřiny, jak to trhá...
Skoro nejsou vidět ty věže.
Trhá sloupy.
And a pounding rain battered the area. As Charley brushed the Keys and barreled toward the Florida Peninsula, the storm gathered strength, growing to a Category 4 hurricane, a major storm with sustained winds at 145 miles an hour.
The early indications, again, are that this storm has had a devastating impact on, as it's hit our state, and people need to take it very, very seriously.
Everybody needs to hunker down, get through this. There was a massive evacuation effort underway all along the Florida Gulf Coast. In many areas, those orders to leave were mandatory. More than 1 million people packing whatever they could and moving to higher ground.
To je každý záblesk je elektrika. Ten jsou blesky z nebe, že žádný bouřky nejsou v tomhletom hurikánu. Tak když postupuje tornádo, děláte to samý. To taky, když je tornádo, tak to třeba jsou záblesky. Dráty, když to je třeba 110 kV a to přerve.
And that was to the south of Tampa. Initial reports are that more than 300,000 people are without power. Several buildings have been destroyed. The roofs.
Záchod se hejbe, já jsem viděl. Záchod se hejbe hladina.
Just to the south, 1,000 people were there on higher ground. They have scrambled. No reports of serious.
Další záblesk byl teď.
At that shelter. In Tampa, I'm Jay Graves. Now back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot. We want to get back into that ground zero area where Hurricane Charley.
Voda klesá a stoupá, jak nastává hurikán.
Vidí to.
Viděl jsem další záblesk před chvílí, elektřina zase bouchla někde.
Charley roared into land on Central Florida, just debris and sticks just all over the ground.
We want to clarify something. The hurricane's few wind speeds have it as a
před chvílí zase bouchla elektřina.
National Weather Service has not yet downgraded it, so really officially it's a category 3, but rapidly slowing down, and that's good news for all of us.
Pořád je to trojka.
Se divím, že nějak nevypnou trochu elektřinu, oni to všechno jedou.
No, oni naházejí náhradní, ale pořád to vyhazuje.
To je nebezpečný.
Není.
Má vždycky vypnout, když je takováhle blesky.
No, oni právě nejsou blesky, oni vítr jenom. Kde byl blesky, tak to vypnou. Blesky teprve přijdou, ale...
That does not look good though. You can see just the drastic difference between one little front, one little band of Charley, and what was ahead of it, just kind of pushing it on out of the way like a big dark blanket being spread all over.
There's another picture of that line of clouds. It's kind of like that movie Independence Day, if you remember, the big clouds came over before Will Smith got taken away in his mission.
A v kameře to špatně vidět.
We'll move on to the next one now. And boy, that looks a lot like a and as you can see, you know, even at that point, there's some plants and trees being.
A zase natáčíme nový disk. Ty palmy dole, aspoň bych zabral. Já vůbec nevím, jak to v té kameře bude vidět, ale prostě tady na té malé obrazovce nevím, jak to ostří. Táhle celá ta část zedu v Orlanda, tamhle ta zhasla, před chvíli byl tam záblesk a vyhodilo to proud všude. Je možný, že to vyhodí u nás. A generátory fungují. Hele, už tam jdou hasiči, to obnovit tam. A další! Tady byl další záblesk někde. Ty záblesky nejsou bouřky, ale to vypadává proud všude. Hele. 120 km za hodinu je tohle.
Glass starts breaking around you like that, and that's just a real tough situation. Yeah, you know, that all happened before the sun went down. I think when the sun comes up tomorrow, we're going to see a lot of the damage that those 140, 145 mile-an-hour winds did.
A lot of people are going to be out picking up stuff.
That's right.
Cleaning things up. Let's turn things over to Sally Schulze. Evacuations and where people can go and get safe.
A lot of people heading to shelters, a lot of people there right now. Erica Washington was showing us that shelter where she was at in Orange County, full to capacity, and that is not the only one. Let's talk about Orange County first. First of all, here are some shelters that are full. Dr. Phillips High is full. We understand there are 1,500 people there. That just gives you an idea of how many people are seeking shelter from this storm, although West Orange High and Cypress Creek High School are still accepting people, so those aren't quite filled yet. Now we want to take a look at some of the middle schools that are in Orange County. Howard Middle is also full to capacity, as well as Corner Lakes Middle School. Ocoee Middle, though, does still have some room. Now we also want to talk about Marion County. New information we're getting in from Marion County right now. Vanguard High School does have some room. but cats and dogs only. Apparently, if you got a ferret or anything like that, you're out of luck. Cats and dogs, okay, though. Westport Middle and High School, that is full to capacity for the general population. They are still taking people who have special needs. They've got more than 500 people there, though, at Westport Middle and High School in Marion County. Also, Bellevue Middle School is still open, still has some room there, but more than 100 people there trying to find a place to get away from this storm. Now let's move on to Lola County. We do know that Kissimmee Middle School has been closed as a shelter. Instead of going there, people are being asked to go to Horizon Middle School. That is a new shelter that they've opened up. Also,
Na chvíli vypnu, dokud se něco nezačne dít. Zasuje to, no.
You will not get the eye, it does not appear. The eye may pass just to your west, but you will get a
Hurikán
Charley as it works to the north and to the east. Also, we're getting reports that the wind is starting to pick up. It isn't that bad yet. And Sherman, live right now at the Volusia County Beth. How is the rain doing up there currently?
Well, now it's actually calmed down just a bit. Still some sprinkles coming down, and the wind, you can see the palm trees behind me not really blowing a whole lot. I have been working the phones and the ambulance to tell me during that first band, the height of that rain band that we had earlier over on Cardinal Boulevard, they did have a roof collapse. An elderly woman was inside. She was trying to make her way out. Part of that roof did come down on her. Fortunately, she was able to get out of there.
Jim, that's good. Thanks a lot, Mike. Seems like a long way off, doesn't it?
Sure does, doesn't it?
To get through before then. I want to tell you, we just got a report from Osceola County. There are numerous reports of roofs that have been torn off houses, broken windows.
All right, thank you, Lee Goldberg, and our chief photographer, Darren Cottle, out there. They're out on the east side of town.
70-mile-an-hour winds. Now, go ahead and zoom out a little bit, panel to the left, Eric. Let's show what's going on across parts that we're going to be expecting all the way through the attractions. There's the turnpike. And the storm right now is just right over Kissimmee. And it's working like that. We don't get cameras shaking like that often in downtown Orlando. That's downtown. Of course, we're up about 350 feet right there, so we're certainly going to get away. Normally at about 20, 30 feet off the ground, you can add about another 20, 30 miles an hour to the wind because of the lack of friction. The grass and all the trees slow things down for us on the ground. But right now, lots of storms approaching the airport. Here's Taft, downtown Orlando, Kissimmee. It's right there. We're going to keep tracking this for you because this is moment-by-moment stuff. And this is the heaviest storm activity right through Morningside Park. There's Tangelo Park. All the heavily populated areas. This is why we're so glad you're inside because there are a lot of people affected right now.
Well, I have to say that this is incredible. You can really do this minute-by-minute thing. I've been through hurricanes before. I grew up in Florida, grew up in Miami, and never did anything like this before. Where you were just able to track it minute-by-minute as to what was coming up.
Especially with video from different locations all over the place. It's really nice to be able to get the look outside, as Tom said. To see what's happening on the road, to get a general feel for what's actually going on outside your homes. Obviously, most of you inside, thank goodness. Unfortunately, Kathy Bell is not. She's out in the weather right now in Orange County. And Kathy,
we're
in Apopka, actually, at the intersection of 441 and Park Avenue. We're actually in a protected area right next to a building, right next to a drive-thru.
Jsou ty nárazy. Ten bleskoslot.
Někde jsou blesky.
To už jsou blesky?
No, to jsem, že nebyla bouřka, to bude ta nejhorší, že jsem přijde ta bouřka. Tohle je zatím jenom rotace a ta bouřka to ještě zesílí. To je pták letěl.
To je před Ježíšek.
To je prostřed, jo?
To je ve středu, no, to je vlastně zbytek té eyewall. Ty stěny voka.
Zase vypadlo další čtvrt vypadla.
A ty jiskry, pořád se jiskří někde. A nějaké do debata, jaký musím vyjít.
To jsou poriny.
No.
Půlka Orlanda bez proudu.
Natáčím to, no.
To jako není, přes to sklo není vidět, přes to okno nevidíš.
Něco jo.
No ty stromy
tady. Nemá to natáčet?
To je k ničemu, to se nebudeš na to dívat.
Jo.
Také třeba ty... No to není vidět té kameře, ale...
No.
To máš...
Majky.
Nebo,
magítku.
Potřebuji světla.
Ještě všechno svítí, nemusíš se bát.
Taky to ještě přijde za hodinu, ale...
No, ani ne už. Za půl hodiny je tady ta bouřka.
9:50 říkali, Orlando tam.
Já tady nemůžu rozsvěcovat, no to je jedno.
No jo, ale jak to
nepřetrží. To ještě víc. Tady nasává šachta. Šachta v koupelně nasává. Vítr. To už byl bezpečnější stát dole.
Naše auto ještě je celý.
No, štěstí ještě jo.
Ještě neodmítlo.
To sklo úplně vibruje, já bych stál radši dál.
Nemáme být oknem.
Nemáme.
Já bych šel dívat na televizi.
Teď už to vyhodilo zase.
Tam to svítí.
Už mi to vypadlo.
Ani ne za hodinu, to nejhorší přijde.
To je večerníček tohle.
Teď to bude zesilovat. Teď to bude 1,5 hodiny zesilovat, pak 1,5 hodiny se slabovat a pak ještě tak 3 hodiny něco jako tohle. Běžte dál, hele.
To přece se nějak rozjíždí.
Teď to už jsou tak 150 km nárazy, tam dole něco letí, hele, na střeše. Záblesky. Další jiskra. 120 km za hodinu vítr. Hele. To auto tady, jak se bude nadnáší. To jsem bude to nejhorší tam. Za chvíli tak bude eyeball. Tak jo, panika v hotelu. Vlastně kilometrů za hodinu vítr, úplně jsem se hodně popíral. Strmá to mlátí. Kilometrů za hodinu vítr, úplně jsem se hodně popíral. Strmá to mlátí. Tady to odneslo to cedule tady byla cedule, to odnesla. Naši. Dostali do pozůstatku oka hurikánu, ono už to není úplně oko, že nejsou vidět hvězdy, není úplně jasno, ale uklidnilo se, to je prostě centrum, kde nefouká vůbec vítr. Fouká jenom málo. Už zesiluje, ale už zesiluje, tam jsou mraky, ale už to sem žene. Táhle se ženou, táhle oko, tady ty mraky, to je ono, táhle je oko, tamhle už je fronta, tamhle už fouká vítr. Teď to prudce zesílí, jen chvíle. Na druhé straně bylo to samé, taky takhle mraky. Počkej, já zkusím podívat, jestli vidět i druhá strana. Škody. Oko Hurikán Charley. Voda se valí silnicí. Tamhle se zatahuje. to bude zasilovat zase ten vítr. A z druhé strany, hele, předtím foukal takhle, hele, už foukal z druhé strany, předtím foukal tam, teď foukal sem.
No, ta rotace se otočila, no.
Rotace se otočila. Takhle, no. A je strašná změna směru větru s vejškou. Mraky jdou tam, vítr tam. Mraky jdou ze severu, takže už jsme takový za okem, ale vítr jde ještě pořád ze západu. To je nakloněný oko. Už to zesiluje zase. Teď to přijde. Teď to začíná, teď to bude takhle. Oko hurikánu. Silnice plná vody. Záblesky.
Hluboko. Ještě kapesník?
Ještě v něm část, že jsme mám?
Tři si to. Čočku taky.
Čočku.
Máme nezničí, to byla škoda.
Zaběnou trošku
To
odpá.
je na filmování deště, to není do deště kamer.
Ani jo. A to není slivák, to je vítr.
No, je kapličky.
Kapličky, to ne. Chce pořád utírat. Nějaký igelit představit.
Pohodem, tady už je zátočí.
Až to začne, ještě bude zajímavý záběr, až prostě z ničeho nic.
Máš.
To málo lidí se takhle dostane do voka. To už nám třeba nestane, že budeme ve voku takhle. A tohle ani nebylo pořádně voko, ale bylo to prostě...
Už stromy hejbaj, už jako po voku, pojď.
Pozůstaje voka, ale to bude strašně rychle zrychlovat. Teď během 5 minut je to samý jako předtím, ale z druhé strany.
Čím víc z kruhu, tak tím rychlost, to je jasný.
No.
To narůstá.
Teď jsme na hranici.
Teď narůstá, ty si jako začíná učit.
A už mraky se otáčejí.